Hold on, man. I'm sitting in the car. It was rain. I was walking around outside in the rain, but it got a little too crazy out there. I ain't trying to get sick. You feel me? What's going on? So I had attached happiness with my past life, and when I realized that I was doing that, I had to pause for a minute and say, "Damn, bro, you're not gonna never be happy." A lot of times when men going through divorce or heartbreak, we really get wrapped into the vision. Men who really are involved in loving and caring about a woman, and men who invest into this woman that they choose, we really dig into that situation. And a lot of women try to, they may not understand, men got feelings too, you feel me? And I realized that I was depriving myself of happiness. I was depriving myself of the potential of someone else making me happy because I had attached my happiness outside of myself and put it into this dream, put it into this woman, and made her the center of my happiness. And that's what a lot of men do. And that's what, as men, we got to teach our boys. We can't do that. We just can't do that with women. I'm sorry. We can't not nail one woman the center of our happiness. No woman should make the man the center of their happiness. Yeah, man can do these things, and the woman can do these things, and they're going to have a high plateau, or they're going to be sitting on a perch that you feel like can't nobody reach. They're going to have a special place. But if your happiness is dependent upon somebody else, if your happiness is dependent upon somebody else's actions and how they treat you, then you're never going to be happy. You're never going to feel fully appreciated. You're never going to fully feel accomplished in that relationship. And then what tends to happen a lot of times is, especially for men, when women see that you're willing to bend by any means necessary for them, I like to separate it. When females see a man that's willing to bend for them in any ways, females will drain your ass dry. They will drain you materialistically, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Because a lot of times when we so wrapped up in that woman that we've got attached our happiness to, you know what usually else is associated with that? It's some bomb ass, yeah, some stuff that just make you just like second guess a lot of things. And a lot of times, a lot of us men, we especially in my generation, I didn't have too many men really telling me, hey bro, don't let it get over, bring it back down, control it. I had to learn these things. And then you got to learn to be accountable for yourself as well. Because once you learn it, it's women out here that literally just want to milk you dry however they can because they have no life force on the inside of them. These females are vampires. They drain you dry. And then when you get to a woman that want to love and appreciate you, you don't know what to do with it. You can't recognize it for what it is because you attached yourself to something that wasn't really what it was meant to be because you was caught up. You was caught up in the, you feel me? Sometimes we got to detach ourselves from the things that we want the most because the things that we want the most may not be the things that we really, really need. especially as men. A lot of women just think that we are super robotic and we just up and move and dip and go and slip and dip and rip and for a lot of us men, when we get to a certain point, that ain't what we want. Hell, growing up, that ain't what most of us wanted. That's what we was fed and led to believe. That's what society manipulated us into thinking, that, oh, women are just supposed to be this and women are supposed to be that. Especially those of us who didn't grow up with no man in the home. See, a lot of people in my generation, our single mothers was working. So they wasn't home at all. We ain't had no daddy or no single mother. So either the streets raised us or we was in the house. And there wasn't no real male influence there to sit here and say, listen, this is what you need to be doing, this is how you need to be acting, this is what you need to be carrying. I learned a little bit because my mother was a CEO, so I learned a little bit from some of the males that she worked with on the playing softball, and a couple guys are always, man, listen, there's a couple men in my life that did come by and drop some gems on me that I took to. And I might not have, utilized them right away, but I have to look back and say, my Uncle Eric's, man, y'all was right. Danny. They just dropped a little bit of gems on me every now and then that they could. And like most of us, that's what we get. But it don't click because we don't see that man in our life. We don't see how they move through heartbreak. We don't hear how men handle being mishandled, mistreated. We don't see that. We either see no man or we see a man with a poker face. Men got feelings too. And men got to stop being ashamed to express their feelings. The sexiest thing about a man or a woman when it comes to how you are looked at by the opposite sex is your confidence and your ability to be vulnerable and not fear it. Whatever's holding on to you, bro, whatever's binding you, whatever got you tied down mentally, let it go, man. This is my first video that I'm posting on YouTube, you heard me? It's my first one. You know how long it took me to get to this point to even want to post? I've been sitting here, the stuff that I'm saying to y'all, this is me exercising the demons. This is me getting this stuff out. This is me taking the steps that I need to take in order to do what I must do, what I feel called to do. Even what I'm doing now, I had attached with her. Because I thought we had a plan. I thought we was going to do this, and I thought we was going to do that, and it didn't work out that way, and it just didn't move this way. And now I'm sitting here and my whole world is crumbling down. What am I supposed to do? What you mean what you supposed to do? You supposed to do what you supposed to do, but you was with Shorty and before Shorty. Ain't nothing changed. Get out here and get it, man. Take back what was yours that you implanted in that situation and put it in yourself where it belonged all the time. Because can't nobody make you happy but yourself. And happiness is only a matter of the mind. Because no matter what situation you in, no matter where you at, a man can find peace and happiness no matter where he's at when he truly knows himself. A man handles his situations wherever he's at, alchemizes these situations, and turns them into his favor. Take your happiness back. Get your happiness back. Stop letting people dictate how and when and where you're happy. Appreciate yourself, even if nobody else appreciates you. Men do a lot in this world that we don't get no credit for. But we the unsung heroes. We the ones on the wall. So don't stop fighting. Don't stop grinding. Keep working, keep reading, keep praying, keep studying, keep dating. Whatever she did not break you. It made you. Whatever she took away, you're going to get back 10 times. Whatever you feel like you're missing is right there in front of you. Just look in the mirror. Listen, learn, love, lead, educate, and mobilize. Y'all be easy. Man, it's my first video, you heard me? Let's go! I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be lit. It's going to be a whole bunch of... Yeah, I don't know. We going to see. Y'all be easy. Mr. Wick. Peace.